The Interior Department wants to hold its first lease sale of at least 400,000 acres in ANWR, America's largest wildlife sanctuary, later this year, but could face lawsuits if its permitting process is flawed. The Fish and Wildlife Service said the ANWR Coastal Plain Draft Environmental Impact Study, EIS, failed to include oil spill response plans, analyze the effects of climate change on the Arctic, or ensure that surveys of polar bear denning habitats are required. The service has managed the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge and its resources for several decades and has information and expertise that is valuable in formulating a final EIS that can withstand the scrutiny of legal sufficiency, the agency's Alaska Director Gregory Sekonik wrote. The Fish and Wildlife Service declined to provide further comment. The Interior Department said its Bureau of Land Management had received thousands of comments on the draft study, all of which would be considered. BLM has an obligation to consider all of these comments, including those from its sister agency, Fish and Wildlife, and anticipates they will inform the final EIS in multiple ways, spokeswoman Molly Block said in an email. BLM completed the draft environmental impact study at the end of December, after Trump expressed an interest in opening the zone to drilling. The comment period ended on March 13. The study was among the first of its kind since Trump's Interior Department in 2017 issued an order that assessments under the National Environmental Policy Act be completed within 1 year and be no longer than 150 pages. NEPA studies under past administrations have taken years and filled out thousands of pages, a major source of frustration for drillers, miners, and other industries that argue the process creates unnecessary delays. Experts said the effort to streamline environmental permitting, however, could also cause problems. Imposing the timelines and page limits will mean significant impacts go unanalyzed. Tribal consultation and coordination will likely get shortchanged, important scientific data will not be considered, and the public's ability to provide meaningful input on alternative courses of action will be compromised, said Jeff Haskett, former Fish and Wildlife Service Director for Alaska and President of the National Wildlife Refuge Association. ANWR covers some 19 million acres of Alaska's North Slope, home to bears, caribou, lynx and muskox, and overlying around 16 billion barrels of recoverable crude oil reserves, according to federal officials. It has been a lightning rod of contention between energy companies that want to develop it and conservationists that want to protect it since the 1970s.